Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 10th through the 16th. We're going to take a look at using the 9-card spread, the overall energy for this week. Oh, double. Okay. And then we're going to take a look at the moon as it moves its way through the week. And what does that mean? I'm also going to start off by pulling a card, especially for that 10-10 gateway that we have on Monday. I did for the collective reading that airs Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I always do a premiere video. I pulled cards this week for that 10-10 gateway. So, and last week it was for the full moon that we just had yesterday. So if you haven't seen those yet, you should check those out. Wow, we have the card of Judgment. It has two sides. That's kind of the one, but this one right here, this is really, I think, seeing the light. It feels like you really see the light. Here you could tell the Spirit's guiding it. This is, I see the light. I don't feel like it is, oh, you see the light. It's the dawn. It's the dawn after the fight is over. It's the resurrection. It is the resurrection because here we have this 10 of Swords. It is done. It is over. And here is the energy of the new cycle. That full moon that's leading into this week, it completed a major cycle. This is the gateway energy. This is like the conclusion. Wow, really powerful that's going on here. I can see that it has not been easy. Oh my God, Cancer. Not easy at all. Wow, really not easy at all. Let's take a look at these cards. Let's get some advice that we can use here. I do want to encourage you. The most important thing that you do is you listen to yourself. Your truth is what is going to matter. It is the way through it. You have been getting released from some kind of a situation that's been filled with manipulation and control, and you have figured out how to get out of it, and now it's the matter of it's the setting yourself free. And if you haven't yet done this, if you haven't yet set yourself free, this is the week where you're like, nope, it really doesn't work for me. We're moving toward eclipse season, and if you haven't made the shift, you will over the course of this eclipse season coming up, I'm positive. So here, this 10-10 gateway says how we have the card of solitude, like feeling like you're out there on your own, but you're really not, because things are wide open for you. Things are wide open. Both of them, they're standing kind of on their own, right? But in this one, there's all this emotional energy that is being reflected back. This is kind of like, this feels like the old energy. Like I'm out here all on my own, and you just keep living in those emotional waters that, you keep looking deeper and deeper and it doesn't change. But I think that you put a fork in it, say that's done. And here you are wide open to new opportunities. Here we have Spirit coming in. Stars are guiding you. There's so much opportunity. I feel like this is the beginning. And if you haven't stepped through yet, you will. You will. This is the gateway in which you can step away from the heartache and the sadness, where you choose you. You choose for yourself. Because here in the obstacle, we have the Devil card. And this is the card of bondage. And this is being trapped and bound in codependent relationships, negative situations. A lot of times that trap comes from our own mind and the things that we keep putting. It is this 9 of Swords here in the heart space. But what's beautiful about this one is he is looking forward past the swords to the daylight. Like the sun is finally coming up, and you're finally stepping out of this. It feels like things that keep chasing themselves. It's almost like a dog chasing their tail. These thoughts that go round and round. Cancer, you had such a rough summer. You had such a rough summer. And so when we get to the Libra season, it is the square to Cancer. And so it is really literally turning a corner. And so you're actually getting to turn the corner and leave behind. And what is ahead of you is wide open vistas. And this bright, beautiful light and spirit is leading the way. Here, you've been trying to think about, how do I take control of my own life? The King of Wands. I want to be in charge of my own life. I want to take the actions and do the things that allow me to create, to manifest the life that I want. I want to feel in charge of my own self and my own life, right? And so getting past all of the ideas and the thoughts, the things that keep you awake, that spin around and around, like that conversation that you keep having in your head, and it ends up being the same thing. And if you say it enough and you have that conversation enough with yourself, it becomes your identity. And this is your opportunity to stop talking about yourself in the negative way. Stop trying to do the autopsy on relationships and things that have happened in the past that you have no control over, that are somehow holding you in bondage of this, not being able to step forward and be who you are. And to be who you are. And so here here there's this stagnant, stuck energy here, the Four of Pentacles in the center of the heart. It's like, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to hold my ground. When there's this little fire trying to burn your feet here, trying to light a fire underneath you to get you going, and here it comes. It comes with this Spirit bringing in the victory and you standing in your truth. Spirit is right there. They've got you. So we've got this sword here. And what is the way to transform the situation? It is you wielding the sword of truth. It is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is open and receptive to receiving the guidance from Spirit. When you have the King of Swords, it's the analysis. It's like, I'm looking at the situation, I'm breaking it down, and I am discovering what is true and what the facts and the figures are. But the Queen of Swords, she gets her truth from her intuition. She receives what she needs to receive in order to know what the truth of the situation is. And so this is Spirit bringing it in, and your way to transform the situation, to take that sword and cut these chains that are binding you to a really negative situation. It's almost like, if you look, this fire at his feet totally looks like this fire at the top of the devil's head there. They're almost shaped the same way and everything. And so this fire that's been burning at your feet, trying to get you moving, has been the uncomfortable energy of being stuck in this bondage, and it feels kind of self-imposed. Not that other people didn't bring around the situation. It feels self-imposed in that you've been willing to stay there. You don't have to stay there anymore. You get to move forward. You get to go. And so, using your intuition. Okay, this is the ViceVersa deck. This is the High Priestess that you're used to seeing, right? But in this one, you can tell you're looking to the future. And what is behind her here is the Hierophant, the keys. All right. When Jesus said, I give you the keys to the kingdom, he wasn't giving them only to Peter. I'll let you sit with that for a second. He was talking because Peter asked him the question. So he was answering Peter. But the answer was for all of us. I give you the keys to the kingdom. What you bind on earth is bound in heaven. What you loose on earth is loosed in heaven. What you determine that you are bound to, you are bound to. What you determine that you are set free from, that you cut yourself free from, you are freed from. You actually have the power. And this High Priestess has the power at her back, right? She is aware of this energy that is pushing her forward and allowing her to see to the future. You are only stuck in your own belief system. What you choose to believe, what you choose to take a vow to, what you choose. And every time you say, I never have enough money, you're making a vow. Every time you say, well, things don't work out for me, you're making a vow. You know, when you say things instead like, money falls out of the sky from you. For me, money falls out of the sky for you. When you say, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities, then you are always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. This is you. You have the keys. And the other thing I want to say is that one of the key phrases that really unlocks the source of your power comes from the I am. I am always in the right place at the right time with the right place and the right people. When you say I am never in, I never get what that I am, it's what's the key. It's what turns the lock. The question is, which lock are you sticking this skeleton key, this master key into? Are you sticking it into the key of the greatness that you have available to you? Or do you keep sticking it into the lock that unlocks the negative, low vibrational energy? You have the key and the power. Right here are the keys that unlock these chains. And there's two down there, right? So the devil is often like considered the opposite of the lovers. I hate that. Okay. I also hate, because I'm a Capricorn rising, that they say it's Capricorn. It's not that either. Okay. What it is there is one that is feminine, receptive, intuitive energy here, and the other one is masculine, action-oriented. So you have the conscious and the subconscious. They're wearing each other's masks. This is when we reflect. What we think about ourselves, what we feel about ourselves are reflected to us in the situations that we find ourselves in. And the relationships that we find ourselves in, and the career opportunities that we find ourselves in. How you feel about yourself, what you decide I am, that is what locks you into a position. That's what's reflected back to you. So choose to think of yourself in only the highest vibrational ways. Choose to think of yourself as the key holder to your own success. Everything is wide open for you. The judgment that you are living out is the judgment that you pass on yourself when you say you aren't good enough, when you say you're not capable. Those are the things that then become your reality. But when you choose instead to say, I am worthy of all of the goodness of the universe, guess what? You have the keys that unlock all the goodness of the universe. And if you get nothing else out of this reading today, I hope you get that. Because you are about to make the shift or the change, and it is going to shock people around you when you say, I'm done with this crap and I am moving forward on my path. Shock the world, because the outgoing card is the Tower, but this isn't the Tower where the universe does this. This is the Tower of Enlightenment, where you go, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm moving forward. I'm making the choice. I'm bringing myself into alignment. In this deck, these two little Sphinx there are on the Chariot card, which represents Cancer. And Cancer is about bringing into alignment our actions in alignment with our soul's purpose, with what we desire, with our goals, with our subconscious needs and wants. And when you bring those into alignment, the subconscious and the conscious, the feelings and the actions, when you bring that stuff together, you start moving forward. And you, Cancer, you drive the chariot. You drive the chariot. And so here, we've got this rainstorm coming over this Three of Swords. So obviously this is not an easy time for you. But I want you to notice that here we have this beautiful flower growing there. That's because as you sit there and you assess the situation of something that is done and over with, it is based in what is true for you. What is true for you? And the truth is, I need to be done and over with the situation. It does not work for me. And here we have the Six of Pentacles in the heart. This is, and all the symbols of the personal planets back here. This is about you recognizing that to bring things into balance in your life, you have to receive as you give. So I haven't even looked yet at the cards that are coming out. Oh my God. All right. I was so caught up in what Spirit was saying. Look, you have here this gateway says heal the ouch. This gateway says step through. This gateway says allow yourself to become healed and whole. This gateway says you get to heal the ouch. How do you heal it? Look, it is a raccoon. Oh my God, this is amazing. It is a raccoon healing a fox. Okay? So the raccoon wears the mask. When you take the mask off and instead step into the power of the fox is very much about strategizing and finding what it needs and taking care of itself. You can do this for yourself. And how do you do this? Well, when that moon moves into Taurus late in the afternoon on Monday, and it's there Monday and Tuesday, the card that came out for that says to follow your passion. And it's got that beautiful pink of love, right? What do you love? What are you passionate about? And if you are not at the top of the list of what you love and what you are passionate about, you need to rewrite your list. You need to rewrite your list. And the moon is going to move into Gemini where we have Mars there until March. And Mars says, what action steps are you going to take to reconfigure your life in a way that really works for you? And he's really there working the program back and forth. There's just slowing down, getting ready to retrograde at the end of the month. And so what are you doing? And you get to try different things. And this works, this doesn't work. So a lot of throwing the spaghetti against the wall and seeing what sticks for you, what works for you. And so you start to figure things out on Thursday, and on Friday there's this beautiful air trine, and Venus is conjunct. She's in the energy conjunction, it's not the exact, but it's close enough, with the sun trining Saturn. Look, Venus and the sun. Here we've got Saturn up there in Aquarius. We've got Mars in Gemini, and Jupiter. Jupiter is about expanding things. And Jupiter is in the energy of choice. And that moon is in Gemini. All of the personal planets are working together. You get to choose in what direction you want to expand in order to bring balance into your own life. And so there's this crystal clear opportunity to really see what you need to do to create for yourself the life you want. And you have here smoke and mirrors. You have here the card of smoke and mirrors. You know, you have to figure out what is true and authentic for you. And Spirit is trying to help you to see that. And then we have the royal you. Put your crown on. Also, we have the lotus here, which is the crown chakra. This is allowing Spirit to bring you the information and the guidance that you need in order to see the truth of what it is that you are. And you are a spark of the divine. And you are a creator being because you are a spark of the divine. And so what you think about, you manifest and you create and you bring about. So why not think about the good stuff? Why not put that out into the universe? Why not honor the God within you? Why not do that? And so the moon's going to move into your sign, Cancer, on Saturday and Sunday. And it is definitely about emotionally nurturing for everybody. But for you, you're being asked to take a risk. You're asked to take a risk, to bet on yourself that you can fly free, leaping through the air, A plan you have made is on track. If you're waiting for something to work, and if you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas and projects that you are considering. You are the author of your own story. Write a happy ending. Write a happy ending. All right, I hope you will join me. I hope you will join me tonight. We'll look at the gateway energy. I pulled cards special for each sign. That's at 7:30 p.m. I will link here the full moon video from last week. And if you're watching this after Monday, then that video will be available. So, but if you're there for the premiere at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S., then there's a live chat, and I really look forward to connecting with you. I really look forward to you choosing joy, to write the story of joy and happiness into your own life. All right, Cancer, you guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.